Hello and warm welcome to everyone joining us today. I'm your host Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. Let's dive into today's topic, technological advancement in hospitality sales and marketing. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day, Dr. Narendra Suhag, Associate Professor and HOD, School of Hotel Management and Tourism, lovely Professional University. With over 15 years of rich academic and industry experience, he is deeply passionate about sharing his expertise in food and beverage services operations. Dr. Suhag actively engaged in research and continuously explores emerging technology trends in the hospitality industry. So, I would like to introduce Mr. Saurabh Deshmukh, our alumni also in this webinar. Welcome, Mr. Saurabh Deshmukh. He is a manager, sales, merit, merit group of hotels with a strong foundation in hospitality, sales, and marketing. Mr. Saurabh is dedicated to delivering excellence in hotel sales and operations, marketing a significant impact in this field. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to our experts, Dr. Narendra Suhag and Mr. Saurabh Deshmukh, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from them. Over to you both.
Thank you, ma'am, and uh, very good morning once again to everyone. My name is Narendra Suhag. I am the HOD here in Food and Beverage Service domain at Lovely Professional University. So today's topic is technological advancements in hospitality sales and marketing. So as we all know that AI is has become a part of the life, everyday life, and every industry is getting impacted from it, and so is the hotel industry. So before I share my presentation, let me just give you a brief that technology is something which is people looking at it in a different perspective. Some people think that it may take the jobs away, but I think it more as an opportunity for the someone who can embrace it and make it part of their life, and they can really excel. Because if something is happening disrupting the everyday life, so better if we can adapt it and utilize it in the best possible way, so that we can excel in our professional life. So when we talk about technological advancements in hospitality sales and marketing, one thing will always remain there, that is the human touch. We will never ignore it. It is all about that how we can make use of the AI in assisting us, in assisting maybe our admin task, or maybe in getting the data analyzed through this technology. And we as humans may focus more towards interacting with the guest, so that we can give that personalized touch and experience to our guest and make them more repetitive customers and increase our revenue. So this is what we're going to talk about, how and at which different areas technology is becoming a part of the hospitality sales and marketing. So if I talk about the presence, if I talk about the connect with the guest, or we can say the presence of the brand, technology has a major role to play. Nowadays, it is not necessary that you have to chase the guest, you have to take the feedbacks, you have to give them reminders by keeping a notepad along with you. This is something which your technology can do it for you. So that may be brand positioning, that may be taking the regular follow-ups from the guest. This technology can help us or can take us a long way and give us more time to concentrate on other things where we can concentrate more towards innovations. So first I would like to talk about digital marketing revolution. So here I am saying that search engine optimization. So if I have to ensure my presence in the market, if I have to take the bookings directly, if I have to offer the best rates to the customers or the clients. So this is something which this technology can do it for me. He will keep the client's preference in mind, he will keep my brand positioning in mind, and it will also take care of my competitors, that who all are there in the market, what rates they are offering, and what best I can offer or can take from the customer, so that one side I am heading towards 100% sales in terms of my selling of rooms and other products, and at the same time I am also offering the competitive rates, so that I'm not just focusing on the revenue generation, but I'm also looking for the profit optimization. So that can have a bigger advantage when I put technology in place. Second, I can talk about the social media storytelling. Every brand has a history, every brand has something in it which they talk about in terms of their presence, in terms of their inception, how they came, what unique they offer. So that is something which I can always take help of social media to make sure that I am always heard, I'm always there in the mind of the people, so that whenever they are going to a particular city, they will always check me out first, that what I have on offer, and they can accordingly take the decisions. I can also take the help of influencers, the people who have a lot of followers in the market, the people who are involved in the industry, maybe in the form of a travel bloggers or food bloggers. So I can connect with them as a hotel, and when I connect with these influencers who have a very targeted audience, the people who are following them, they are interested in travel, they are interested in the food. So, when as a hotel I approach them and take their advantage in reaching to the customers, I have a better impact. So, whether you talk about search engine optimization, that may be through Google, whenever you're looking for a hotel in a particular city, I can always ensure that I am there in the first three or first five whenever you're looking for a hotel in a particular location. So is the social media storytelling, that may be Instagram, that may be YouTube, that may be TikTok. So all these digital marketing revolution, that may be through search engine optimization, that may be through social media platforms, or that may be through social media influencers, I can always partner them, can show my presence there, because this is something which you cannot ignore now. You have to have your presence there, so that you can compete with the industry and can have the best in terms of profit and revenue. Now, second advantage apart from digital marketing, I would say data driven decision making. Earlier it used to be a very tedious task. There used to be a lot of data in terms of clients visited, in terms of their preferences, how they thought about your hotel, what was their experience. So how I can improve myself upon their feedback, upon their trends, in terms of their choices, in terms of staying at hotel, what they were looking for in the room, what changes they want in terms of their food, what customization I can make. So all this data is there, but data analysis and prediction on the basis of the data was difficult earlier. But now with the help of technology, this is something which was humans task earlier. Now it has become very simplified. I can feed all the data into the system, and it can reflect back to me. I can easily make the forecast now, that what is going to happen and how I can prepare myself accordingly. So customer relationship management has become quite easy nowadays because of this technology and its analysis. Prediction has become easy now, because I can customize my menu based on the customer preference. I can prepare my rooms accordingly based on the demand patterns. I can forecast it based on the analysis which has happened in the past, or maybe there are certain events
which I foresee that may be happening in my city. And if I feed those datas that how these big events, that may be any big sports event, that may be IPL, that may be Olympics, that may be Commonwealth, or it may be any big musical festival, and how the crowd moves and what is the pattern or preference of that crowd, and how I can dynamically change my pricing in terms of menu customization or maybe in terms of room pricing. So accordingly, I can prepare myself best in the market and can take the optimized utilization of that event. Second was the staffing. Earlier we used to have it used to take a lot of time. We all has worked in the capacity of managers in the hotels, and we all understand that staffing has become a very tedious task. It used to take a lot of time at my end when I used to work in the hotel, that each day I have to rework it, that how I have to plan for a particular event, for a particular meal period, breakfast mein, how, how much staff I should have, if one is on leave, how I should be able to optimize it or plan it accordingly. But now that resource allocation as per their strengths and better optimization of the staffing has become easy with the help of technology. Second is the sentiment analysis, very unique. Earlier, we used to have customer feedback across different platforms, that may be manual feedbacks, that may be through emails, but their analysis, that was something which was more important. And the last, working on the feedback. So feedback taking is just the first step. Now addressing the issues of the customers and then making the customers happy next time when they visit you, that was more important. And we always used to miss on it for some reason or the other. But now with the help of technology, they take care of everything, because if you once you feed the data, it will remain in the system, and you can filter out whatever issues have been raised by the customers earlier, and you can very well address it. Now it is not that difficult for me to remember even if a guest visited me last year, because there are patterns of guests. Some guests visit you only on certain days of a year, some may be regular frequent guests for you. So I can address all the guests, because the system will give me a pop-up. This guest visited you last year at this date and time, and this was something which he was missing or has given a constructive feedback for you, so that you can improve upon it. And now he will be more than happy to see if I give a personalized touch. I remember his name, I remember his preferences, and I can customize maybe my menu, maybe my room accordingly. And that is the way you as a human can concentrate more. So let the system do its part, maybe tracking of the guest preference, maybe forecast of demand patterns, maybe monitoring the guest feedback, and I as an employee will be concentrating more in giving a personal touch, a human touch to the customers. Now, moving further, I will talk about artificial intelligence transforming guest experience, how it is happening. Now, this is something which I have listed here, that may be chatbot or virtual assistants, that may be personalized recommendations, dynamic pricing, voice technology. We all are experiencing it in some way or the other. It is not necessarily something which is only associated with the hotels. You talk about Amazon, you talk about Flipkart, you talk about Zomato, you talk about Swiggy, chatbot virtual assistants are there. They are taking care of many of your complaints, many of your standard, you can say, issues which are raised by the guest, and they moreover they are available 24 by 7. So for few of your basic complaints, they have very instant responses, and they can revert back to you as quick as possible. And so is the hotels and restaurants. They are also adopting these chatbot and virtual assistants, so that no more human intervention is required as far as basic issues or basic complaints, or you can say why complaint only, I would say basic assistant to the guest. If a guest is looking for a particular menu in the hotel before checking in. This chatbot can help there. If he's looking for a timing for a particular, maybe for a swimming pool, it is there through the chatbot. If he's looking for the facilities, that may be spa, its timing. So all these things can be taken care by these virtual chatbots. Now concierge. Earlier it used to be a expertise of a particular employee who can help you in terms of, once you are staying in the hotel, with your sightseeing, that may be your booking of a cab, that may be telling you about the important places within the city. Now all these things, if they are there fitted in the system, so I can have simply an interactive screen in the lobby, and that screen can help you answer all those questions that may be related to your city-wise information. Now personalized recommendations. Earlier I need an expert. If I talk about F&B for that matter, I need an expert who can suggest the guest, guide the guest best in terms of menu customization. For example, if you're looking for a booking for your conference or for an event, and I'm offering you a space in the hotel in terms of a banquet, and I have to customize a menu for you as per your needs. So that is something where you can take the help. I mean, hotel can take the help of the AI, and within your chef's strength, it can customize the menu. So based on your infra, based on your strengths of your employees, based on your utensils, I can suggest the best of the menus, including the guest preferences, and similarly I can upgrade the experience. So that personalized recommendation can happen. Dynamic pricing. Gone are the days when you used to have listed rates in terms of hotels or airlines or railways. Now this is something which is dynamic, it is changing every day, and at the same time, that change doesn't mean to be competitive in the market. You always have to offer a rate which is slightly lower than your competitor. At times, you just have to be best in terms of using the algorithms, knowing the competitors rate, and at the same time knowing your cost involved, so that you can offer such rate which can give you ROI, return on your investment, and you can ultimately by the end of the day go in net profit. So that dynamic pricing, which earlier used to be an expertise of a particular employee who used to tell the general manager, sir, today we used to have this much rates on offer by the receptionist for a particular guest who is coming as a walk-in or who is, you know giving you bookings online. But now this is something which can be taken care by the system itself. If you feed the rates, he will analyze everything. He will analyze the competitors rate, and it can give you the best rates, so that you can have the maximum revenue with the given product. Voice technology, in-room assistance. We talk about Internet of Things, where you have in-room assistants which can really enhance the guest experience within the room. That may be Alexa, which has become a now part of our day-to-day life. That may be, technology in terms of sustainability, that whenever you move out of the room, the lights automatically switch off. You don't have to remember that I have either switched off the major appliances, that may be air conditioning, that may be geyser, that may be lights or TV. So these are few of the things where technology not only helping you in enhancing your experience, but it's also assisting you in saving your resources, so that ultimately it leads to the profit, and it gives you a satisfaction also, that of course there are certain things which are required to give the best of the experience to the guest, but at the same time, wherever there is possible, if I can save in terms of electricity or any other natural resource, I should try to do it by using the help of AI. So this is how I believe that AI is transforming the guest experience. Now, taking further, mobile first hospitality. Now, when we look at the mobile, in today's time, mobile is a world for you. whether it is your banking, whether it is your travel needs, or you talk about your financial aspects, that may be, I can say, your investments, that may be your stock market, everything that you seeing today, that is through the mobile. So mobile in itself has become a world. Earlier it was desktop, then it becomes laptop, now it has become your palm top mobiles. In today's time, I see the younger generation, they don't even bother to go to the website, they simply download the apps, and they are so much savvy with this technology that for them everything is happening through mobile. Even their learning, implementation of their learning, even if they have to book a hotel to a particular place, if you want to recce out that what are the best hotels in that particular place, so they using the mobile for everything. If you talk about food and beverage service, whether it is placing the orders, whether it is doing the payments, everything they are doing with the help of mobiles. So hotels have also realized that they need to develop those apps so that these younger generation, which we call as Gen Z, they can easily locate you, can make use of your services through the apps which are there on offer. So all in one app, that is digital check-in and check-out, which is now literally eliminating the role of receptions at the front desk. Mobile room key enhancement, now digital check-ins are happening where guest is filling in all the details before the arrival, and then at the time of arrival they can have the apps, and that mobile in itself can become your key card and you can enter into the room. In app ordering, as I said, all your food and beverage ordering as well as payment is happening through the mobile apps. Now these contactless payments, where you just have to tap to pay, it speed up your transaction. It also, you know, making you worry free, even if you forgetting your digital wallets, because physical wallets, because digital wallets have reduced that friction. Nowadays I see many of my colleagues, they don't even carry the cash most of the time, because we are so much used to the digital payments nowadays, and it is available everywhere, and so is the case with the hotels. So this automated billing and digital wallets and tap to pay speed transactions have ultimately speeded up everything. Even the location services, geo targeted local spending, push notifications to promote amenities. This is also happening because now you say, or you must have realized that you all creating a digital footprint. The moment I open an app or a website, I may feel that it is free. But at the same time, whenever I go to a particular app and I search for something, I'm leaving the footprints, digital footprints. And from there, these hotels can track that this particular person has this kind of preference in terms of food and beverages, and this is his taste or preference in terms of staying at a particular room, or this is what he's looking for within the city. So this geo targeted drives can know my power spending, okay, how much I can spend on a particular product, and also it is knowing that what I am looking for, and accordingly I can customize my products and can make it reach to the client. Because through Google Leads I can always make it available to the client, so that whenever he is looking for a particular hotel or a particular food and beverage product, my product which is customized for that particular client, it will reach first to him. So this is one of the advantage. Now if I talk about immersive virtual experience, there were times when people who are working in the sales and marketing, they used to go to companies, and the company's executives, that may be Reliance, Adani, the big firms, where I may be targeting those companies for my, you know, particular percentage of revenue in terms of rooms and banquets, so that they can give me a guaranteed revenue in terms of room sales and banquet sales. But now, rather than calling them to the hotel physically and giving them a property tour of the rooms and my banqueting facilities, I can give them a virtual property tour. So that is something which is very unique and is really saving the time as well as giving you the opportunity to reach even those clients which are sitting very far away. For example, Reliance is a company who is going to conduct an event in Delhi, or maybe they have some product launch, and now it is not necessary that I have to go to their headquarters at Mumbai. Even if they don't have office in Delhi or Gurgaon, they can simply take a virtual tour of my property, and from there on they can make the decisions, and they can also give their preferences in terms of menus, and I can enhance their dining experience as well. Destination previews, if now as a traveler, if I have to go to a particular city and I want to see not just the hotels and the food, I want to take the reviews of that particular destination, that what is there once I reach that particular city, maybe for a reason, that may be my business, that may be education, that may be leisure travel. But at the same time, I want to see that what's the feedback of or reviews of those people who have visited earlier, what they say about these hotels, about these restaurants, or about that place in general, that how these locals treat the travelers. So that can help me. This technology can help me in filtering out those reviews, and I can make my decision accordingly. Digital concierge, as I said, that it can help you in activity recommendations. So this virtual experience has taken this industry a long way. That I again tell, that may be virtual property tours, that may be augmented reality, that may be destination previews, or that may be digital concierge. So VR and AR, that is augmented reality, virtual reality, it is helping us a lot in terms of selling my product and positioning my product in the best possible way to the targeted audience. Now, taking further, so far we discussed about the role of technology in terms of selling of product, in terms of rooms and an F&B, in terms of analyzing the feedback. Now, if I talk about my distribution channels, my partners who are helping me in terms of my revenue or in terms of my sales and marketing, that may be direct booking, that may be OTA partners, that may be search engines, that may be wholesale or group sales. So if technology is there, I can easily do the price comparison. I can easily analyze the volume based, contract based rates, which best I can offer to the companies. I can widely reach to a broader client base, and I can also focus if there are direct bookings. So I will always have a focus on those loyalty programs where I can have the highest profit margin. Because if have a booking which is coming through an agent, some portion of my profit will go there. But if I can position myself better on these social media or website, and I can make a direct connect with the client, I always have a possibility of getting the highest possible profit margin. So this is how I can make my distribution. Now, taking further, automated marketing. So now, audience targeting, triggered emails, personalized connect, and performance analysis, this is happening through technology. Even nowadays, you see that if you have visited to a particular hotel, or even if you have used a restaurant, maybe for a cup of coffee or tea, they just take your data, and later on you will realize all the customizations, all the best offerings which are there, or whatever happening, they will keep on updating you through those emails. So this is something where I can easily send the personalized, maybe you can call it as a reminders, or you can call it as a personal touch, where you can always stay in touch, stay in the memory in the fresh memory of the guest, and whenever he or she has to make a decision in terms of accommodation or food and beverage, you will always be there in the mind. You will never be forgotten. Now, building digital loyalty. Now, these QR codes, one click boost participation, gamified engagement. Now, you must have seen that whenever you visit a hotel, they open your account and they give you certain points, and they keep on encouraging you that whenever you stay for a particular night, based on your number of nights or the products that you have used, you can always redeem those points in your next visit. And they also give you a particular kind of stature where you will get not just a free nights, you will also get the upgrades in terms of rooms, in terms of food and beverage items. So these rewards, maybe small rewards, always make the customer interested in you, because I have to go for a particular city for my own reason. But if somebody is taking care of me in terms of discount, in terms of giving a little extra, I always prefer that, isn't it? This is what we always look for. If I have to go to a shopping, if I have to go to a bank, if I have to go to a hotel, I'm always looking for something extra as a customer. And if that cost you a little as a hotel, and it can attract more of the customers in terms of revenue, I will always go for it. And that can only happen if you have a digital, I would say, a locker, a library, a data which I can analyze time to time, and it is automated, which is working all the time to give a personalized touch to the clients. Reputation management. It takes lot of efforts when you have to make a good name, but it takes very little when it comes to spoiling your image. So you always need something, maybe that in terms of technology or some dedicated person who can take care of your reputation in the market. So technology is also playing a lot of role here, which always on your behalf make sure every time that what people are thinking about you, what they're giving you in terms of ratings, reviews, and that technology will instantly pop out or filter out those negative responses, and you can easily work on those reviews or responses and can improve in terms of your services. So reputation is very important, and only the technology can help you in analyzing the data and creating a good image. Or even if something for that matter happens, something bad experience which goes with a particular client, that may be for any reason, you can always analyze and can give a positive impact even if there is a failure from your end. So reputation management is also there. So if I have to recap the role of technology in sales and marketing, I would say that before the arrival of the guest or at the arrival of the guest, every time you will get to know that technology is there for you. So ma'am, that is all from my side, and now I'm open to the audience. If they have any questions, I would be more
Yes.
than happy to.
So now our alumni is with also us, Mr. Saurabh Deshmukh. And now I would request to our alumni, Mr. Saurabh Deshmukh, to be on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Saurabh. Can you please unmute yourself, Mr. Saurabh, first?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible. You can
Thank
continue.
you. Yeah, thank you, Talvinder. And thank you, Dr. Suhag, for such an detailed orientation over the topic. Hi, everyone. This is Saurabh Deshmukh. I'm an alumni. I was in 2015 to 18 batch uh, with LPU. Currently, I'm with Courtyard by Marriott International Airport. I'm working here as a sales manager in the sales and marketing department. Won't take much of your time. Dr. Suhag has given quite a detailed overview about each and every topic. I'll just give you a quick wrap how things are currently working in the market. I'll start with an overall guest experience perspective. Uh, yeah, right now we are quite digital. The apps are there. If I talk about specifically Marriott, we have an app called Bonvoy. Marriott Bonvoy app is quite a digital app which helps you get things done easily. It's quite convenient. Starting from the check-in process, you can just directly search any hotel you require all over the India or across the world. You can check the availability, you can book the room. The basic thing is you have to create a free account over the app, and that is where you can also share your credit card details, which helps you to create a reservation in one click itself, right? Also talking more about the app can also help you get a check-in done on priority basis. It can give you some digital experience over a digital key, which Dr. Suhag spoke about in the detailed part about the presentation. Once you do a check-in, you can request for a digital key. And yes, that is quite convenient. Nowadays, I understand a lot of traveler, they don't like to carry hefty amounts of keys with them, wallets and everything. So digital key plays a major role. It's just a one tap away where you can just enter in the lift. It also works in the lift. If you talk about whether floors are privacy enabled, you can just tap the mobile, you can enter your flow and just tap around your door and it will unlock. So that's how simple it is. Also talking about the app also specify your personal preferences. It stores your personal preferences from the first day. That is mainly taken care by our guest experience executive, and app also enables some AI suggestions with you, how things are going in the hotel, what promotions are there. The push notification, which Dr. Suhag spoke about, will give you an overall experience, what are the promotions and where you can dine in at the restaurants. So this is an overview about the app which is right now in the market. We have Marriott, which is Marriott Bonvoy. Even Accor, as in big brand, is now promoting their all app, which specifies on loyalty, basis points, digital experience, and convenience in terms of hotel management and your booking management. Heading on, if you're talking about if I'll go ahead with my sales experience, yes, we also focus on some digital point of view over here. There are certain apps and there are certain softwares which help us to qualify a lead, maintain a lead, and process the lead. Just to give you in brief, right now I'm working with Marriott and I have Salesforce automation. It's an SFA, it's a software which is there in the market. This software is widely used by all the salespeople. Doesn't matter if I'm talking about hospitality, all the salespeople and if different segments uses this app. Salesforce automation is quite a good app to maintain your client database. This is where we generally record our day-to-day work. We redeem our client feedbacks and we maintain the database. It's all about company's data, the point of contact, and everything. This generally helps us to create a database. Yes, also in case I'm working with the property for quite some year, that is the database which I've created. The next person will be joining and will be replacing me. It is easy for him to retrieve that data and work on the data accordingly, right? Every other property is now focusing on this part to have their own data in terms of sales, in terms of marketing as well. This is one of the data. If you move towards the marketing side, yes, we have different things. We have SEO, search engine optimization, which helps the website visibility in organic search, and it gives you a competitive advantage to put your hotel in front anywhere. We're searching it on Google, we're searching on Bing. We are on the top. There are Google Ads, Google Analytics, which helps you a lot. Plus, there are bots as well. These are basically called spiders and crawlers, which help you to move from one link to another. That is generally which you use on a daily task, and the same is integrated uh, in this scenario where the search engine optimization helps a lot. Giving you more detail about the sales part, we have certain other apps as well. We have MAR RFP. Basically, this is a Marriott request for proposals. RFPs are basically now common things. Nowadays, when you are going to meet a client and asking them for business, for example, I need to get a contract done with one of my client for a year basis. I will ask him, so if we can go for a proposal, we can go for a proposal. But nowadays, it doesn't go offline. It is all digital things, right? So we have request for proposal. It's an RFP. So for example, it's a portal where client from other side puts their detail. For example, hey Saurabh, I need a contract to be done with your hotel, Marriott. It would be for an year. These are my requirements. For example, I'll give you around by 500 room nights. My basic should be a breakfast included room, transfers, and so on. So this is what he requests sent on the proposal, and that is where we received on the other side. This is where we submit our bid, we submit our rates, and it goes ahead. And when everything goes fine, the proposal is accepted, and that is where we go ahead and work on the scenarios. This is also a good example how sales is working nowadays, right? Going ahead, giving you more detailed version on this, we have some cluster codes as well, which has been introduced by different properties. So when you visit any site of Marriott or probably any other site, you go and you search for rooms, right? But now we have added cluster codes. For example, you are a corporation. For example, you are LG. You are aligned with us for our corporate rates. I'll give you a cluster code which will be applicable throughout the India. Any of the LG employee can go at my Marriott's website, put that cluster code, and he can see the rate which is specifically aligned for his company. And from there, he can directly book the reservation. Again, a digital convenience which a client can use rather than calling the reservation, getting the reservation done, putting it on email. Quite a hectic job, right? But now the cluster codes will help them quite convenience for them, and it is good for us as a salesperson to manage the bookings in and around and to look for an accounts, right? Another aspect, we have a group pricing optimization as well. Nowadays, if you talk about AI, right? If I get a request of a group can be a 10 rooms or 50 rooms per night request from a company. I generally upload this detail on my GPO. It's a software, group pricing optimization, which specifies what company it is, what dates are, and what type of business it is. What happens is, using the AI, what he will do, he will look into my occupancy during these dates, right? My number of inventory booked and my dynamic pricing. Based on that, that software will let me know if I can pick up the booking. Yes, if I can pick up, what would be my average rate without the breakfast. That is what it gives a suggestion, and based on that, then I determine my pricing, and then I go ahead and offer it to the client. That is some sales software which I have explained it to you how things work in sales. Moving on, if you talk about guest experiences, yes, if you talk about rooms, Dr. Suhag specified about Alexa. It is now quite common in many of the properties where you'll find alarm-based app or Alexa, which will help you to get things done. This will basically help you with easy tasks like switching on the lights, lowering the lights, switching off AC on and off, and the basic things could be done by this. Yes, now we have smart TVs, as you guys all know. This is quite common. Nowadays, when a corporate client is entering into a hotel, he doesn't prefer business center. They all have laptops nowadays. It's quite common. They prefer to sit inside the room, get their meetings done. So yeah, HDMI cable, Wi-Fi connection can cast the screen easily, and they can then proceed with their meetings. This is nowadays what happening in and out. Some additional things, just to give you an example, last year I visited JW Goa. I was there for my leisure stay. The JW Goa rooms have balconies. And nowadays, if you talk about sustainability, AC is now quite being used in every other property. And again, when you are using the balcony, when you open the door, so the technology and the configuration in such a way, once you open the door, the AC will turn off. And when you close the door, the AC will turn on. This is quite a good initiative in terms of sustainability, right? Another experiences could be, nowadays hotel are entering into many other points in sustainability where technologies are used, and I think this will give a good impact in our digital footprint and managing everything. Some basic things as per channel distribution, which helps in managing marketing aspects as well, explained by Dr. Suhag, where there are different websites and sites which manages OTA. So is a software integrated which manages my all the OTA. For example, I have Make My Travel, Booking.com, GoIbibo. All this are placed on one single software which specify what inventory is open on this portals and what rates are now being circulated. So this is some of the example which I've given you on day-to-day task, and this is what happening in terms of sales marketing. And competition has increased a lot. You can see a lot of hotels, a lot of different chains opening up. So in order to keep yourself up, you'll have to upgrade with digital scenarios, because nowadays people are upgrading, and so do we have to. You'll be chosen only if you are digitally touch and you're giving a convenient and a good experience to the guest. That's all from my side. I just gave you a basic scenarios how things are working in sales and marketing, and that's all. And now, Dr. Swag, I'll leave it on to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Deshmukh. And because what we were talking about is more which we are witnessing from the other end, but you are the one who is actually using it, implementing it, and now the audience, that maybe the students, they can understand that how technology is playing a role, and moreover, you can also assure them that technology is not something which is a threat; it is more of an advantage to you. It is not killing your job, but it is something which is assisting you in better placing your hotel and yourself into the market. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Saurav Deshmukh and Dr. Narendra Suha. Can we take some questions, Dr. Narendra and Mr. Saurav?
Certainly, certainly.
Yeah,
For sure.
Gurpreet is with us. Thanks for giving me a chance to address your questions. And now let's start with Gurpreet's question. Gurpreet is asking here, how has artificial intelligence improved customer service in the hospitality industry? Very interesting. Anyone can take this question.
So I'll just go on. Quite an interesting question. Gurpreet, right?
Yeah, Gurpreet.
So talking about AI interaction nowadays, if I talk about you must be taught about Operas, right, and different softwares. If you talk about different hotel units, now they are moving with their own softwares. These are basically guest handling profiles. This is a complete database which align with Opera. Here we maintain guest profiles. Guest profiles are maintained in terms of their preferences and everything. And once this are maintained, this is integrated with the app. So once you're checking in the hotel, so what AI does, AI generally asks basic questions during the check-in. Is it a leisure stay? Is it a business stay? Right? And based on this, they give preferences. The preferences are basically about the dining experiences inside the property, the ongoing promotions. So my marketing team, once ever there's a promotion, for example, I have a celebrity chef for a week in my all-day dining restaurant. He will feed that data in my app, and whensoever the guest will check in, what the AI would do, they will give and pop up. They will put a push notification that yes, okay, you're looking for a dinner reservation. Here are some promotions which are going on in the property, right? You're coming for a leisure staycation. Yeah, Marriott is giving you different options in pillow. There are different types of bed. So this is what AI is doing in terms of managing guest preferences, giving them options, which is also helping my marketing team to manage their promotions in and out in the scenarios.
Thank you so much, Mr. Deshmukh. Dr. Nedda, you want to add something in this? If you want to add.
You want me to add on the same question?
Yes. Okay, we take
Okay.
the next question.
Yes, because he has
Yeah,
completed
Radhika.
all the
Yeah,
details from chicken to
yeah.
food. Yes, sir.
Radhika is with us. Radhika is asking, how are mobile and contactless technologies transforming the guest experience in hotels?
Uh, I think this has been covered by Mr. Deshmukh very well. That
Yeah.
either you talk about before reaching the hotel, you can search the hotel through the apps. Now, once you reach the hotel, you can have contactless checking through the mobiles. You can enter into the room through digital keys. Now you can know about the menus, what hotel has on offer in terms of different products, that may be different services that can be easily seen through the mobile app itself. And as he said, that whatever something which is unique for that particular day, or that may be for a particular weekend, which is there, you can take advantage as a guest. You can easily see it through the mobiles. So whether you talk about the check-ins, you talk about the product customization, you talk about the preferences, everything, you talk about the even placing of the orders, you can talk about the payments, everything is happening through the mobiles, that I can say. And we have become very used to it, maybe not realizing, but this has become a part of life.
Yes. Yes, over to you, Mr. Saurabh Deshmukh.
Yes, as explained, it's quite convenient. Even we are now using digital platforms for our meetings, right? We are using mobiles nowadays. No one wants carry a cash at all. No one wants to carry wallet. They just want to travel free. That's where the mobile comes in. Every other thing, if you order food, if you go for a movie, you have to book everything from mobile. So if everything is happening on mobile, hotel should be on your mobile itself, and that is where the convenient part comes. The user interface, the digital experience, the factor where all the things are curated in an app, where you don't have to go and ask the guest. That is what's happening right now. So I think in case if the technology is moving ahead, that is where the apps are coming inside. You don't have any other things apart from getting things done. Everything is there on app, from starting on the check-in to check-out, for the payment, for the dining experience, the hotel things, the layout, and every other perspective. In also the hotel. In and out, in case if you don't feel like dining inside the hotel, that will also suggest nearby restaurants, nearby leisure activities. That is where the things have come up to, and hotels are aligning with it.
Thank you so much,
And
Mr. Saurabh.
just to
And
add on here,
yes,
because even earlier we used to have a visit to a maybe a hotel or a restaurant to book a table, but now you can see it in the mobile app itself that which table I am choosing, what would
yes,
be the view from that table, and whether I should go there or not. So that much convenient it has made.
yes. Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Narendra Sohag and Mr. Deshmukh. Can we take the next question? Someone is asking something. Yes, someone is asking, what are some emerging technologies that are expected to shape the future of hospitality, sales, and marketing?
Yeah, I'll take this ahead. I'll take this.
Yes,
So talking about the emerging technologies which I've explained about some ongoing sales for automation, CRM. Yeah, I'll talk about CRM a little bit. It's a customer relation management software. Nowadays, it is quite being used by the sales team. For example, me as a person, I visit a company. Generally, the company will give me, the person who is the POC will give me his business card, right? The old technology would be going back to the hotel, opening an Excel, putting those things inside and creating a database. But no more. CRM as an app, what will it will do? It will access my camera, it will scan the card, and it will create a digital profile of the guest inside the app, which then is connected to my Salesforce automation, and the database would be directed towards my portal, which is at the property. So that is how convenient and new software is in the market. Just to give an example, if you have seen some Zoho ads, Zoho is a company which are nowadays promoting this customer relationship management apps. These are basically paid apps, can be taken by individual or by the companies, right? Moving ahead, some other option could be Martech. It's a it's a marketing software which uses all the promotions which are aligned with the property and gives you a detailed analysis how things are working, how ads are going, and how much click per ads is being generated. This is not used to be there before, because every other ad which we are presenting was there, and we used to had to look it to in a different perspective. But now all the data is collected at a world portal, and it gives you an easy access for the marketing person to look into it and go for more scenarios.
thank you so much, Mr. Saurabh Deshmukh and Dr. Narendra Sohag. You want to add something, Dr. Narendra?
Just to add, or
Yes.
before we wrap up the show, I would say that digital platforms are there, but digital security to protect yourself from the digital world is equally important, and hotels also very much take care of that in terms of keeping your privacy secured all the time. So maybe you are there with the hotel, you leaving the footprints, you sharing different datas, maybe in terms of your banking needs, maybe in terms of your personal data, that may be your name, your passport, but at the same time they are protecting it, they're keeping it secure all the time, so that you can always rest assured that it is in the safe hands.
I hope,
Just to
yes,
sorry,
yes.
just to add one more point to Dr. Swag's scenarios. For example, yes, data privacy is necessary, protection is a must. All the devices right now which I'm using, whether it be a tablet, whether it be a laptop, whether it be a mobile, every other thing is being managed by my company. There are certain specific apps which are managed by them. So the data is not released on a personal note, and any other links are not being harmed, which will result in releasing the data in the market. Yeah.
Yes, I hope all the participants got their answers from our today's experts, Dr. Narendra Suhag and Mr. Saurav Deshmukh. If anyone have any questions regarding the admissions, they just write on us at admissions@lpu.co.in. You can do WhatsApp chat with us. Our WhatsApp number is 985256900. I'm repeating the number. It's 985256900. Once again, thanks to our expert, Mr. Saurav Deshmukh, and our HOD, Dr. Narendra Suhag. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars until we meet again. With the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.